Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 643 for February 1 through 15, 2024. The first half of February features an Aquarius New Moon square Uranus, an intense Mars-Pluto conjunction, and Saturn quintile Uranus. We also have a finger of God pointing to relationship healing, a T-square supporting tri-level healing and wisdom, and much more. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology in your preferred app, and if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. As of February 1st, the moon is waning, and we have 2 continuing aspect patterns. For more on that, see details and links in the show notes. Let's get on with our individual days. Friday, February 2nd. Do you feel like you're driving with the brakes on? This can be one frustrating manifestation of Mars semi-square Saturn. Mars 22 Capricorn, Saturn 7 Pisces. But this aspect also has plenty of positive possibilities. It can pair Mars' passion and drive with Saturn's discipline and endurance. And it can help you carry out your Martian activities with greater maturity, focus, and efficiency. This can include acting as a warrior, pioneer, sexual being, or entrepreneur. This semi-square can also energize your law of attraction manifestation. Saturn in Pisces naturally supports this, while Mars adds drive and initiative. On Saturday, February 3rd, magical creativity gets a boost with Venus quintile Neptune, Venus 14 Capricorn, Neptune 26 Pisces. Venus represents artistry, while Neptune contributes divine inspiration, and the 72-degree quintile connecting them is the aspect of divine inspiration. With Venus in Capricorn, you can more easily channel your creative flow into tangible manifestation. On Sunday, February 4th, do you have a committed partnership that could use some healing? A finger of God that starts today, February 4, can assist you. A Sun-Juno-Chiron yod, informally known as a finger of God, peaks on February 7 and ends on February 12th. Juno, at the tip of this aspect pattern, represents any type of committed partnership. The Aquarian Sun supports innovative new directions and sends intuitive hits to guide you. Finally, wounded healer Chiron supports the healing work both partners need to do. My favorite technique for relationship healing is Marshall Rosenberg's nonviolent communication system. I have that linked in the show notes. For individual emotional healing, I recommend my free healing invocation. It has helped thousands heal more quickly and easily since it lets your higher self do all the work. That's also linked in the show notes, or you can go to astroshaman.com, look on the menu bar at the top, and just click those words, Instant Divine Assistance. On Monday, February 5th, would you like healing and support for your relationships, creativity, and finance? It's on tap thanks to a T-square that started on January 29, peaks today on February 5th, and ends on February 13th. It includes Venus, Chiron, and the lunar nodes. Venus embraces the themes of relationship, creativity, and finance. Chiron contributes healing and helpful insights, while the lunar nodes invite you to align everything in these areas with your soul purpose. That's S-O-U-L. With Venus in Capricorn, scrutinize how your activities in these areas are practical, well-organized, and supporting your important goals. This T-square happens at the same time as the finger of God that started yesterday. As I mentioned there, relationship and personal healing are powerfully supported while these aspect patterns are active. Also, on Monday, February 5th, a Mercury-Pluto conjunction at 0 degrees Aquarius can supercharge your ability to learn, write, teach, and communicate. With Mercury in Aquarius, listen for intuitive hits and let your genius shine. On Tuesday, February 6th, how can 2 radically different planets partner harmoniously when they're connected by astrology's most magical aspect? Today's Saturn-Uranus quintile, Saturn 7 Pisces, Uranus 19 Taurus, works best when you let Uranus lead. His intuitive hits come direct from your higher self, which always knows best. Then Saturn can fill in any missing details and manage the practical execution of Uranus's inspired visions. With Saturn in Pisces, there's special energy available for law of attraction work and embodied awakening. On Wednesday, February 7, two aspect patterns peak today. First, taking relationships to the next level is harmoniously supported by a grand trine with Venus, Juno, and Uranus. This aspect pattern started on January 31st, peaks today on February 7th, and ends on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Venus represents all relationships, while Juno specifically stands for committed partnerships. The flowing trines connecting these planets with Uranus let you more easily receive intuitive hits to guide your relating. This doesn't mean that every relationship will magically become harmonious. A flash of insight might guide you to deepen, heal, or release a particular connection. This grand trine can help you consider how fully a relationship supports your authentic self-expression. With Venus in Capricorn, think about how well your relationships are supporting you in practical ways. This aspect pattern could also support you partnering with someone to support your creativity or finances, both represented by Venus. Also, on Wednesday, February 7th, that Sun-Juno-Chiron Yod that started on the 4th also peaks today, ending on the 12th. Finally, on Wednesday, February 7, it's easier to function in the zone with Mars sextile Neptune. Mars in Capricorn supports persistent action, while Neptune in Pisces contributes a waterfall of divine inspiration and spiritual vitality. Like yesterday's Saturn-Uranus quintile, this aspect also supports embodied awakening and using the law of attraction. On Thursday, February 8th, a square between the Aquarian Sun and Uranus, Sun 19 Aquarius, Uranus 19 Taurus, invites you to embody and express your authentic self, follow your intuitive hits, and serve others with your special talents you most love to use. This aspect can also supercharge other Aquarian-Uranian qualities such as brilliance, social justice, and radical improvement. I'll be right back with the rest of the forecast, including the Aquarius New Moon and Mars conjunct Pluto, right after this. Are you ready to experience how love can help you heal and manifest? What is love? How can you most easily open to it, receive it, and give it? How can you let it work its divine magic in your life? You'll get the answers to these questions and many more in a free series. It's called Making Miracles Happen: Surrender to the Healing and Manifestation Power of Love, hosted by Adrian Blackwell. This special series will help you get unstuck in any area of your life. That's because the amazing power of love can help you fulfill any desire you have. In this free series, 15 expert presenters will give you their insights on love. They'll teach you how to harness its power for physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. And they'll share their miracle stories to help you make extraordinary events a regular part of your life. Discover how much better your life can be when you tap into the extraordinary power of love. Please join me and Adrian's other presenters for 2 weeks of life-transforming revelations, February 1st through Valentine's Day. You'll get a daily email announcing each presenter, and the episodes will be available for the entire 14 days of the series. Don't miss this special opportunity to deepen your understanding of the greatest healing power of all, love. Click the link in the show notes to register for free. Now, back to the forecast. Friday, February 9th, a new moon lines up at 5:59 p.m. EST. That's 20 degrees, 40 minutes Aquarius. Any Aquarius new moon is great for new beginnings in embracing your uniqueness and sharing it with the world to the degree that serves highest good. You can also tune into your intuitive hits more easily and serve others with your special talents you most love using. This is also a great time to embrace your gifts as a visionary and humanitarian. Dare to be brilliant, avant-garde, and open-minded. And don't forget to be more independent, creative, and determined. Aspects. For starters, the Sun and Moon are tightly square Uranus. Since Aquarius and Uranus have the same keywords, this doubles down on everything I've said about Aquarius so far. With the square aspect, be prepared to turn a corner to follow your one-of-a-kind path. The luminaries aspect all the planets in the Venus-Juno-Uranus grand trine that peaked 2 days ago on February 7th, and which I've already interpreted. This boosts the relational themes of that aspect pattern. This could also make interacting with your partner a bit more challenging, since the Sun and Moon make hard or semi-hard aspects to the grand trine's planets. This new moon also has a tight Vesta trine, smoothly supporting feminine assertiveness, as well as strategy, mediation, and negotiation. Finally, a loose Chiron sextile supports giving or receiving healing or wise counsel. On Saturday, February 10th, you can launch your mental activities to the next level with Aquarian Mercury square Jupiter. That's Mercury 8 Aquarius, Jupiter 8 Taurus. Mercury is the planet of learning and communication, and its placement in Aquarius encourages genius and unconventional thinking. Jupiter expands all this and carries the energy of the philosopher, professor, or guru. On Tuesday, February 13th, the two most creative planets formed a quintile back on February 3rd and are back 10 days later with a Venus-Neptune sextile. That's Venus 26 Capricorn, Neptune 26 Pisces. The quintile was more magical, but this sextile can harmoniously support your artistry with divine inspiration. As before, with Venus in Capricorn, you can more easily channel your creative flow into tangible manifestation. On Valentine's Day, Wednesday, February 14, you can act with tremendous potency with Mars conjunct Pluto. Mars is the just do it planet. He chomps at the bit to take immediate action, while powerhouse Pluto holds the keys to wealth and power. This supercharged aspect doesn't guarantee success, since Pluto can bring feast or famine. Exercise due diligence and appropriate caution. Power this potent must be managed mindfully, or it could go off the rails and manifest as impulsiveness, cruelty, or violence. Mars naturally expresses as the warrior, pioneer, entrepreneur, or sexual being. Your efforts can be supercharged in any or all of these areas. With Mars newly arrived in Aquarius, you can express your uniqueness more energetically, catch more intuitive hits, and serve others with your special talents you most love to use. Pluto rules unhealed emotional trauma, which Mars can trigger, so have a good shadow work technique ready. Thousands have benefited from my free healing invocation, which delegates your healing to your higher self. Once again, that is linked in the show notes. This square also has erotic possibilities. Finally, something relevant for Valentine's Day. Mars is raw lust, while Pluto revels in sacred sex. Pluto invites you to merge your souls as well as your bodies. This can catapult you to an entirely new level of ecstasy. Also, would you like to speed up your healing and awakening as part of an uplifting community with hundreds of dedicated awakeners? Then check out Awakening Plus, my online membership that can put your personal transformation into high gear. You can choose from about a dozen Zoom calls every month, as well as an ever-expanding archive of over 625 events that can profoundly change your life. You'll also benefit from 3 major courses and much more to help you awaken, heal, and thrive. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. Here's a highlight from a review of my #1 Amazon bestseller. Quote, "This worked so fast. After I did the invocation, I experienced the deepest state of awakening I have ever experienced. I have meditated for hours and tried long methods with minimal results. This worked in seconds. Since I have started using this, my life has totally improved." End quote. That was from Laurel Spring's 5-star Amazon review of my book, Instant Divine Assistance, Your Complete Guide to Fast and Easy Spiritual Awakening, Healing, and More. It's available as an audiobook narrated by yours truly, and available as an ebook, paperback, and hardcover starting at $3.99 and included with Kindle Unlimited. That's all linked in the show notes, or go to Amazon and search for Instant Divine Assistance. I also host another podcast called Awaken, Heal, and Thrive. Learn fast and easy tools for awakening, healing, and more, gain wisdom from enlightening guests, and enjoy mind-bending ayahuasca stories. I drop 2 new episodes each month. Check out the latest episode, 3 Ways to Tame Obsessive Thoughts. Click the link in the show notes or search for Awaken, Heal, and Thrive wherever you get audio or video podcasts. Thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And, as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn all about this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We are wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. And be sure to check out my Instant Divine Assistance book and audiobook and my Awaken, Heal, and Thrive podcast. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.